requirement for the Open Public Meeting Law has been satisfied. Notice was properly given, said notice having been transmitted to the Courier News and the Star Ledger on January 7, 2013, as well as postings on the bulletin board in the City Clerk's office. Mr. Clerk, may I have a roll call?
Council members present at the regular meeting of December 9, 2013. Council members Brown.
Here.
Reeves.
Here.
Matt. Here. Storch. Here. Councilwoman Williams.
Here.
Chairman Reed. Here. Council President Rivers.
Here.
We have all members present and present.
May you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Humbly we ask God, the giver of peace and the lover of charity, to give the entire family of nations true agreement with his will, and to grant the light of his spirit on all those who work for justice and peace. Amen. Amen.
May I have a motion to approve the following minutes as presented? Regular meeting October 15, 2013, and regular meeting November 12, 2013.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. May I have a motion to suspend the regular order of business to hear from the representatives of the Union County Improvement Authorities?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Chairwoman Carter?
Good evening, Council President.
Good evening.
How's everything going? Hi, everybody. It's wonderful to be here tonight. On behalf of the Union County Board of Chosen Freeholders, I'd like to extend an opportunity for Dan Sullivan, the Executive Director of the Union County Improvement Authority, to please come forward along with Assemblyman Green in reference to a settlement agreement that has come about and has been signed off both by the UCIA, approved by the Board of Chosen Freeholders, along with you as a council. So we want to make sure it's coming to the end of the year, that all matters have been cleared up and everything is moving forward, and make sure that everything is taken care of properly. Thank you.
Council President Rivers,
Good evening.
members of the City Council. I'm Dan Sullivan. I'm the Executive Director of the Union County Improvement Authority. It's a great pleasure for me to be here tonight, along with Chairman Carter and Chairman Green. Certainly the reason I'm here is a check, and it's a good check. I've been in a lot of presentations as a freeholder over the years, and it was always a big check, you know, and then everybody got those and throw those away. This obviously, you know, this has been in negotiations for many months, and was settled a few months ago. It's a check in the amount of $1,091,601.99.
Yes.
So, I've been walking around with this all day, and it scared me to death. But it certainly made it out to the city of Plainfield, and I know you're certainly going to put it to good use. And I hope after the problems that were in the past, this is a new era of cooperation between ourselves and the Improvement Authority. We're certainly there to help all the communities in Union County, and certainly you are a major part of that. So again, it's my pleasure to be able to be here tonight. And Madam President,
Finally get this house over there on
there you are. Congratulations. Thank you very much. And believe me, it's good.
Get it out of my hands.
Also, first of all, I want to wish everyone a happy holiday, just in case we don't see each other before the first of the year. I want to take this opportunity to thank Dave, as well as I'm the chairman over at that facility that I like to feel is going to do wonders. And also I would like to thank the president for her participation. And also without Linda Carter as our chairman, this would have never happened. I want to just make my remarks very, very short and to the point. I'm hoping that the city of Plainfield, 22nd District, County of Union can work a lot closer moving forward. Working with Linda and the rest of the Board of Chosen Freeholders, and hoping that I would have this same kind of relationship as I have with them, with the council. We can do wonders here in the city of Plainfield. So again, I'm happy that you're getting a check for over $1 million rather than waste another 8 years like we had and get a bill for $1 million. So again, you guys have done a great job. I want to thank the council as well as Dave and his staff, as well as Danny, because of the fact this is the start of a relationship with the county. And I'm going to go further. I've already spoken to both of our United States Senators, Booker and Mendez, and the congressmen that represent this district. So we're going to be able to reach all the way to Washington for dollars to come into this district, this town. And I'm hoping when we do this, that we will have this kind of cooperation that we've had this evening. Again, I don't want to go backwards. You got the check. Let's not talk about nothing else. Let's spend it well, and let's work together. Thank you.
Thank you.
Again, thank you for allowing us to come forward. This is what partnerships can do, and what making sure that we have all the resources we need. If it wasn't for the fact of, this year, this is an issue that really was on the council when I was on the council. And you know what, when we have Mr. Sullivan as the executive director, we have Assemblyman Green, and we also have the council that we have here, Mayor-elect Matt, who is head of your fiscal committee, who really has spearheaded making sure that we work around and tirelessly, along with the Council President Rivers, making sure that this matter stays ahead. And it truly is a pleasure. As we come to the close of 2013, we're able to move ahead with a clean slate and making sure every year that we're on top of it and Plainfield gets what they deserve, all the monies and funds for all of our pilot programs and all. So thank you very much, and have a great new year. Thank you so much.
I just want to add something, because I guess we tend to focus on money, and we're glad to have it. Thank you very much. But this agreement also includes a parking agreement, which is very important to the development of our downtown. This is for the future. And I know I'm speaking for the council. We're very pleased that we have this agreement on parking, because we need it for shoppers and mixed-use development. And we look forward to this partnership with the Improvement Authority, the Assemblyman's Office, and the freeholders as we develop downtown Plainfield.
Thank you, Mr. Stewart. Seeing none, can I have a motion to go back into the regular business?
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Mr. Clerk, are there any communications from the mayor?
Yes, Madam President. Her Honor, the Mayor has submitted several correspondence, as noted on the agenda, which is dated November 18th, 2013. Those appointments were for the PMUA, the Shade Tree Commission, the Community Response Team, and the Plainfield Afro-Caribbean Commission. As you're aware, at the agenda fixing session, these items do not have consensus to be acted upon at this regular meeting. However, they are being read as communications we could receive from the Mayor's office.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Are there any other communications and petitions?
None to report.
Thank you. Any reports of special committees?
None submitted.
Anyone finished with business? Moving right along. Mr. Chairman, would you please offer MC 2013-13 for second reading?
Thank you, Madam President. Hello.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. This is the last meeting of 2013 that the council will be getting together in, and I welcome all of you here. It's a pleasure to see you, and I hope you have just a wonderful, wonderful holiday. We're going to try to do our best to make it nice. Under consideration of ordinances for passage on the second reading, I call up for second reading an ordinance to amend the various zoning regulations in chapter 17, land use in the city of Plainfield, which is off-track improvement, clothing, receptacles, outdoor storage, porches, and signs. And request that the clerk produce affidavit of publication, and at the same time, read the ordinance by title.
Clerk's office concurs with the reading of the ordinance by Chairman Reed and further certifies that this ordinance was published in the Star Ledger and Courier News on November 15, 2013.
Thank you. I move that the public hearing be held on said ordinance. I need a second.
Second.
Any person desiring to be heard on this subject will now be given an opportunity to speak.
Seeing no one approach the mic, just 1 second. We do have someone approaching the mic. Thank you.
Good evening.
Good
Good evening.
Jeff Dunn, 537 Belvedere Avenue, Plainfield, New Jersey. Plainfield Chamber President, former SID member, founder, a part of the founding board, also Board of Adjustment, also NEC, Neighborhood Empowerment Council. And I say all this to say happy holidays to you, Council. You do hard work. Many people do not understand how hard you work. There's a lot of political challenges, a lot of issues. Madam President, God bless you. You're my prayers. And as well as everybody here, I want to say to you guys that we have
Are you speaking on this ordinance?
ordinance.
On this ordinance?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm out of order. I apologize. Again, happy holidays, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. I move that the public hearing be closed.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
I move that the ordinance be adopted on the second reading and final passage, and if adopted, the ordinance shall be published as required by law.
Mr. Clerk, may I have a roll call?
Second.
So roll call on MC 2013-13. Councilwoman Brown? Yes. Councilwoman Greaves?
Yes.
Councilman Knapp?
Yes.
Councilman Storch?
Yes.
Councilwoman Williams?
Yes.
Chairman Reed?
Yes.
Council President Rivers?
Yes.
That's unanimous. This ordinance has been adopted on first reading.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, would you please offer MC 2013-14 for second reading?
Thank you. Under consideration of ordinance for passage on the second reading, I call up for second reading an ordinance to amend various zoning regulations in Chapter 17, land use in the city of Plainfield, which include automatic telemachines, buffering and screening, mixed-use structures, non-conforming usage, shade trees, sidewalk signs, and performance standards. And I request that the clerk produce an affidavit of publications, and at the same time, read the ordinance by title.
Clerk's office concurs with the reading of the ordinance by Chairman Reed and further certifies that this ordinance was published in the Star Ledger and Courier News on November 15, 2013.
Thank you. I move that a public hearing be held on said ordinance.
Second.
Is there any persons desiring to be heard on this subject will now be given an opportunity to speak?
Madam Chairman, seeing none corrupt, I move that the public hearing be closed on this ordinance.
Second.
Mr. Clerk, can I have a roll call, please?
Just close it.
I'm sorry. Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Okay, now, I move that the ordinance be adopted on second reading and final passage, and if adopted, the ordinance shall be published as required by law. Give a second.
Second.
Now, Mr. Clerk, may I have a roll call, please?
Roll call on MC 2013-14. Council members Brown?
Yes.
Greaves?
Yes.
Knapp?
Yes.
Storch?
Yes.
Williams?
Yes.
Chairman Reed?
Yes.
Council President Rivers?
Yes.
That's unanimous. Ordinance adopted on first reading.
Mr. Clerk, would you please offer MC 2013-5 for second reading?
Yes. Under consideration of ordinance on passage for second reading, I call up for second reading an ordinance to rezone block 202 lots 1.01 and 1.02, which is 1701 through 1821 West Front Street, 100 through 114 Rock Avenue, and to the light industrial zone in the city's land use ordinance, is chapter 17, and the city's zoning map as recommended in the 2009 city master plan. And I request that the clerk produce an affidavit of publication and at the same time read the ordinance by title.
Clerk's office concurs with the reading of the ordinance by Chairman Reed. Further certifies that this ordinance was published in the Star Ledger and the Courier News on November 15th, 2013.
Thank you. Now I move that a public hearing be held on said ordinance.
Second.
Any persons desiring to be heard on this subject will now be given an opportunity to speak.
Okay, seeing none, I move that the public hearing be closed.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
I move the ordinance be adopted on second reading and final passage. And if adopted, the ordinance shall be published as required by law.
Mr. Clerk, may I have a roll call?
Second.
Roll call on MC 2013-15, seconded by Councilman Mapp. Council members Brown?
Yes.
Greaves?
Yes.
Mapp?
Yes.
Storch?
Yes.
Williams?
Yes.
Chairman Reed?
Yes.
Council President Rivers?
Yes.
That's unanimous. Ordinance has been adopted on second reading.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, would you please offer MC 2013-16 for second reading?
Yes. Thank you. Under consideration of ordinance for passage on second reading, I call up for second reading an ordinance to correct an omission of block 625, lot 22, which is 1400 South Avenue, from the land use ordinance, chapter 17, and the city zoning map created through the adoption of MC 2013-01, establishing the R8 zone in the planning division. And I request that the clerk produce an affidavit of publication and read the ordinance by title.
Clerk's office concurs with the reading of the ordinance by Chairman Reed and further certifies that this ordinance was published in Star Ledger and Courier News on November 15th, 2013.
I move that a public hearing be held on the ordinance.
Second.
Any persons desiring to be heard on this subject will now be given an opportunity to speak.
Madam Chair, seeing no one approach the mic, I move that the public hearing be closed.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Okay. I move that the ordinance be adopted on second reading and final passage, and if adopted, the ordinance shall be published as required by law.
Second.
Mr. Clerk, may I have a roll call?
Madam President, roll call on MC 2013-16. Council members Brown? Yes. Greaves?
Yes.
Mapp?
Yes.
Storch?
Yes.
Williams?
Yes.
Chairman Reed?
Yes.
Council President Rivers?
Yes.
That's unanimous. This ordinance has been adopted
Thank you.
on second reading.
Mr. Chairman, would you please offer MC 2013-18 for second reading?
Yes, Madam President. Under consideration of ordinance for passage on the second reading, I call up for second reading an ordinance amending the schedule of salaries and wages adopted pursuant to Article 14, Chapter 11 of the Municipal Code of the City of Plainfield, New Jersey, in 1971 as the Chief Financial Officer's salary band. And I request that the clerk produce an affidavit of publication and at the same time read the ordinance by title.
Clerk's office concurs with the reading of the ordinance by Chairman Reed and further certifies that this ordinance was published on December 1st, 2013 in the Courier News and on November 30th, 2013 in the Star Ledger.
Thank you. I move that the public hearing be held on said ordinance.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Okay, anyone desiring to be heard on this said have the opportunity to speak?
Madam Chairman, seeing no one approach the mic, I move that the public hearing be closed.
Second.
I move that the ordinance be adopted on second reading and final passage, and if adopted, the ordinance shall be published as required by law.
Second.
Mr. Clerk, may I have a roll call?
It's roll call on MC 2013-18. Council members Brown,
Yes.
Greaves,
Yes.
Mapp,
Yes.
Storch,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Chairman Reed,
No.
Council President Rivers.
Yes.
6 in favor, no opposed, ordinance has been adopted on second reading.
Mr. Chairman, would you please offer MC 2013-19 for second reading?
Yes, I will. Under consideration ordinance for passage on second reading, I call up for second reading an ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 2, Administration, Article 3, Mayor, to add Section 6, Chief of Staff of the Municipal Code of the City of Plainfield, New Jersey, 1971, and request the clerk produce an affidavit of publication and at the same time read the ordinance by title.
Clerk's office concurs with the reading of the ordinance by Chairman Reed and further certifies that this ordinance was published on November 30th, 2013 in the Star Ledger and December 1st, 2013 in the Courier News.
Okay, I move then that a public hearing be held on said ordinance.
Second.
Any persons desiring to be heard on this subject will now be given an opportunity to speak.
Okay, Madam President, seeing no one come up, I move that the hearing be closed in second.
Second.
I need a second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Okay, I move that the ordinance be adopted on second reading and final passage, and if adopted, the ordinance shall be published by law, and I'd like to speak on this for a second.
Second.
You go to roll call?
I think that this is a premature ordinance, quite frankly. It's going to add approximately $100,000 to our budget. And if most of you, or some of you out there, I know are taxpayers on Social Security, maybe a little pension, and this will add money to our budget next year for a post that we've never had, and for a post that for the last 8 years I know, and probably 8 years prior to that, and from 1869, this city was administered by a part-time mayor and his secretary. And we had some very strong arguments a few months ago regarding adding to the budget a $12,000 a year person to assist in the mayor's office to answer the telephone. This will be a post, in my opinion, that will take the place of what the business administrator is supposed to be doing. The business administrator runs the business, in my opinion. The mayor sets the policy and drives the administration. This ordinance was also introduced without any conversation with us. We had a hell of a last 4 years with our mayor and this council, in which the council and the mayor were not talking to each other, we were constantly arguing and so forth. I would suggest that we table this, wait at least until Mr. Mapp seat his seat in the office of the mayor to direct administration and get a good business administrator. We need a CFO. We need a finance director. Get those positions straightened out and then come back and discuss the burden of running the mayor's office and administering this city's most important, one of the most important posts that we have. I just think that it's a premature move that's going to add. Hopefully it doesn't set a trend that we will see in the upcoming administration of Mr. Mapp to increase our taxes. Over the last few years, we've had some small increases each year. As an example, 2010 we had $3.96 tax rate. 2013 we had $4.24.5. And those years in between, we slowly brought it up. The council, who is the people that's supposed to administer and direct the taxes and assist the mayor in operating the city. I just think that it's a premature ordinance that may be necessary once we see that it's the business administrator, the CFO, our finance people cannot do without this one person in the mayor's office. And believe me, I think that we need a good mayor's office. We need someone to assist in answering the telephones, which we knocked the person out before. We need to communicate with each other. We had no communication. So my suggestion, Madam President, is that we do not adopt this resolution at this moment. Thank you.
I just want to make two quick points. One to Councilman Reed. This was discussed by the council. I think that I think you might have been the only person not present. You might have been on the phone and then dropped off the call. But it was discussed at length by the mayor-elect as to the rationale for this position. I also would like to point out to the council and really to the public, I advocate that we fund this position, but the council has the power in any year to change the budget that's presented by whoever the mayor is. And if this position doesn't prove to be useful to the city, if it's not a good investment, the council has the power in the future to evaluate its usefulness and do whatever it likes with the funding for it.
There's a motion on the floor for a table. I think Bill put that on. Is that what you're saying?
No, I just said let's have a vote. We require 5 votes. My vote is going to be no.
Mr. Clerk, can you call it roll call, please?
Okay, I'd like to note that this only requires 4 votes
Right.
for passage. Roll call on MC 2013-19. Council members Brown,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Knapp,
Yes.
George,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Chairman Reed,
No.
Council President Rivers.
Yes.
6 in favor, or opposed, or release adopted on second reading.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, would you please offer MC 2013-20 for second reading?
Yes, Madam President. Under consideration of ordinance for passage on second reading, I call up for second reading an ordinance amending the schedule of salaries and wages adopted pursuant to Article 14, Chapter 11 of the Municipal Code of the City of Plainfield, New Jersey, 1971, the Chief of Staff ban, and request that the clerk produce an affidavit of publication at the same time. Read the ordinance by title.
Clerk's office concurs with the reading of the ordinance by Chairman Reed and further certifies that this ordinance was published in the Star Ledger and the Courier News, November 30th, 2013 in the Star Ledger, and December 1st, 2013 in the Courier News.
Thank you. I move that a public hearing be held on said ordinance.
Second.
Any persons desiring to be heard on the subject will now be given an opportunity to speak.
Seeing no one come up to the mic, Madam President, I move that the hearing be closed.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
I move that the ordinance be adopted on second reading and final passage, and if adopted, the ordinance shall be published as required by law.
Second.
Mr. Clerk, can I have a roll call?
Roll call on MC 2013-20, seconded by Councilman Knapp. Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilwoman Breeze?
Yes.
Councilman Knapp?
Yes.
Councilman Storch?
Yes.
Councilwoman Williams?
Yes.
Chairman Reed?
No.
Council President Rivers?
Yes.
6 in favor, 1 opposed. Ordinance has been adopted on second reading.
Madam President.
Now we have public comments. The floor is now open.
Excuse me, Madam President. Can we light?
Oh.
I know.
Okay.
Those are added at the end.
Where's that at?
Yeah, resolutions.
The floor is now open for public comments limited to resolutions, motions, and ordinance to be introduced on first reading. Please be advised that a total time of 30 minutes will be allotted to permit members of the public to comment on resolutions and motions considering this evening. Each speaker will be permitted a maximum time limit of 3 minutes to comment. Members of the public may speak once during this segment of the meeting appearing under resolutions and motions. The time allotted on each item is non-accumulative. Extensions of 3 minutes of the 3-minute time limit will be granted only at the discretion of the City Council President or upon a majority vote of the members present. Now we have privilege of the floor. Wow. Seeing none? No.
I move that we close the public comment period.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
All matters listed with an asterisk considered to be routine and non-controversial by the City Council and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion on these items unless a council member or citizen so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately under new business in its normal sequence later on the agenda.
Okay, seeing no one.
Yeah, I think we should place 393 in its regular sequence on the agenda.
Okay, so that would start at 394, correct?
And I would add 397.
You want to move 397, right? So that would stop at 396. Okay. Madam President, may I proceed?
Yes.
Okay, I offer those resolutions listed on the agenda, any consent agenda, which are identified as R394 through R396-13, that is removing 393 and 397 as requested, and R407-13 through 14-13, and move for its adoption.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Can I have a roll call, please?
So roll call on the consent agenda. Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilwoman Breeze?
Yes.
Councilman Knapp?
Yes.
Councilman Storch?
Yes.
Councilwoman Williams?
Yes.
Chairman Reed?
Yes.
Council President Rivers?
Yes.
The consent agenda has been approved.
Okay, Madam President, I offer resolution 393-13 and move for this adoption.
And a second?
Second.
Can I have a roll call, please?
Roll call on resolution R393-13. Councilmembers Brown?
Yes.
Breeze?
Oh, I have to abstain.
Knapp?
Abstain.
Councilman Storch?
Yes.
Councilwoman Williams?
Yes.
Chairman Reed?
Yes.
Council President Rivers?
Yes.
We have 5 in favor and 2 abstentions. Resolutions passes.
Madam President and the Council, I offer resolution 397-13 and move for its adoption.
Second, and a comment. Can we read this one into the record, please? I'll do the reading if no one else.
Yes, that's it.
Thank you. This is a resolution saluting Suburban Jewelers, whereas under the leadership of Irving Cohen, Beverly Cohen, and their daughter Elisa Cohen, Suburban Jewelers, a city destination for fine jewelry and collectibles, has provided a model of excellence and professionalism and commitment to the city of Plainfield since 1961. And whereas owner Elisa Cohen, fondly known to many as Lisa, faithfully served our city in various capacities, including serving as a member of the Plainfield Chamber of Commerce, a community organization consisting of business and professionals whose purpose is to advance commercial, industrial, and civic development and to encourage the economic and social progress of the city of Plainfield for the benefit of all residents. And whereas Suburban Jewelers has been proudly dedicated to bringing integrity, quality, value, and outstanding personal service to its customers, and whereas Suburban Jewelers has established a model to emulate and set a standard of excellence toward which other businesses might strive, now therefore be it resolved that in recognition of the dedication and countless efforts to improve the quality of life for the city of Plainfield, Plainfield City Council in the County of Union, State of New Jersey, proudly salutes Suburban Jewelers by way of this resolution and does further express sincere thanks and best wishes in all future endeavors. And be it further resolved that this governing body does hereby spread upon its permanent records evidence of exemplary Plainfield business, and be it further resolved that a duly authenticated copy of this resolution, unanimously adopted by the Plainfield governing body and attested by the Plainfield municipal clerk, be transmitted to Elisa Cohen and the Suburban Jewelers family, as adopted by the unanimous municipal council of the city of Plainfield this 9th day of December 2013. I felt that that needed to be read aloud because this is a business that has been in Plainfield for over 50 years, and they truly have contributed to the fabric of our city. So, thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I seconded.
I hereby introduce Resolution R 398-13.
I seconded it.
Okay,
Seconded, we just need a roll call.
I'm sorry.
Roll call on R 397-13. Councilmembers Brown?
Yes.
Reeves?
Yes.
Snap?
Yes.
Schwartz?
Yes.
Williams?
Yes.
Chairman Reed?
Yes.
Council President Rivers?
Yes.
That's unanimous.
Okay, now may I proceed? I'm sorry. Thank you. I hereby introduce Resolution R 398-13, issuing a determination of need for construction of affordable housing project in the city of Plainfield and move for its adoption.
And this has to do with,
The
Now,
Housing
second,
Authority replacing Elmwood Gardens, in case the audience would like to know.
second, please.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Thank you. Thank you. And congratulations, Mr. Wood, and good luck in getting those units back. I'm sorry they're not going to be public housing, but affordable housing is good. I hereby introduce Resolution R 399-13, authorizing the PMUA to provide sewer connection to the place known as 965 Lewis Avenue, South Plainfield, and move for its adoption.
Second for question.
Sure.
I'm not sure if anyone from the PMUA is here, but I wanted to know if the PMUA will be collecting sewer fees on this property.
Is there anyone from the PMUA out there?
Yes.
I'm here, Commissioner.
Do you have the answer?
Well, I know this gentleman because we were doing such excellent service as providing,
Can I have your name and address?
I'm sorry, the name is Alex Tolliver. I reside at 123 Summer Avenue, Plainfield, and all of you people here that are City Council President and City Council, I wish all of you a happy holidays. Since you asked, was anyone here from PMUA? Yes, I was part of the action was this gentleman asked us to interact with us at his expense to hook into our sewer lines. And that was the reason why. But this was done at his expense with the city approval of South Plainfield.
Thank you.
Okay, but you didn't answer the question.
That was portion.
Councilman Reed? I think Mr. Mitchell had the answer, but I do believe that question was answered, yes, last week, by Mr. Mitchell.
Just to reiterate, I believe last week the superintendent from the PMUA did mention that, in fact, sewer fees will be collected from this residence. So to answer your question.
Did you get a second on that? Yes.
Yes, sir, thank you.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstentions, motion carries.
Okay. I hereby introduce resolution R 400-13, appointing Dolly Hamlin as a commissioner to the Plainfield Housing Authority and move for its adoption.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. There was a question that I think I read somewhere that there was a mistake in terms of office.
No, the resolution didn't specifically state who Dolly Hamlin was going to be succeeding. It was since corrected, and it is Owen Fletcher who Dolly Hamlin will be succeeding.
Thank you.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstentions, motion carries.
Okay, I hereby introduce resolution 401-13, appointing Jolette Mills Ranson as Commissioner of Plainfield Housing Authority and move for its adoption.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstentions, motion carries.
Okay, moving right along, I hereby introduce resolution 402, R 402-13, authorizing payment in the amount of $51,105.80 in the matter of Sergeant $53,105.80 in the matter of Sergeant Craig Benson Plutt versus the City of Plainfield and move for its adoption.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstentions, motion carries.
Okay. I hereby introduce resolution R 403-13, which authorizes the execution of an agreement between the City of Plainfield and the Public Entity Joint Insurance Fund and move for its adoption.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstentions, motion carries.
I hereby introduce resolution 404-13, authorizing approval to amend the budget 2013 municipal budget by inserting special items of revenue and move for its adoption.
Second.
Question. Mr. Restaino, the items that were moved in this budget, where did they come from? The amounts of money?
I'm just to be clear, are you referring to this specific resolution?
Yes.
These items are grant items that have been received from varying sources that essentially are added to the budget, which is the purpose of this resolution.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstentions, motion carries.
Okay. I hereby introduce resolution 405-13, which authorizes the release of performance bond in the amount of $35,688.75 from Top Line Construction Corporation for the 2012 roadway improvement program, and I move for its adoption.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstentions, motion carries.
I hereby introduce resolution R 406-13, which authorizes the release of performance guarantee and cash deposit associated with the development at the property known as 111-115 Crescent Avenue and is shown on the tax map of the City of Plainfield as Lot 832, Lot 15, and move for its adoption.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstentions, motion carries.
Okay, we have some new items, Madam President. All for the accompanying resolution identified as R 411-13 and 412-13 which pays tribute to the lives of Duwar Hicks Jr. Dawood. Dawood, D-A-W-U-D, Dawood Hicks Jr. and Nelson Mandela, which were not set forth in the regular agenda fixing session of December 2nd, 2013, to be added to the agenda for consideration. These are resolutions to add these two resolutions to our agenda tonight.
Second.
Mr. Clerk, could you read 412-13 into the record, please?
Okay, would you like to add them to the agenda first?
Yes. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Like both of them, right?
Okay. I guess I have
Is
to,
it Mr. Chairman?
let me introduce the,
You have to.
you want to read it now?
You like both, right?
Yes.
This is a councilmanic resolution honoring the life of Dawood Hicks Jr. Whereas on this profoundly sad occasion of the passing of Dawood Hicks Jr., the governing body of the city of Plainfield takes this moment to memorialize the life of an unforgettably talented and well-known Plainfield resident. And whereas Dawood Hicks Jr., known for his Herculean wrestling ability, was the record holder for all-time wins at Plainfield High School, the 2011 Union County Champion, the 2011 District Champion, the 2011 Region Champion, was also awarded the County Outstanding Wrestler Award. And whereas on March 13th, 2011, in recognition of his many accomplishments, this governing body saw fit to unanimously adopt a resolution honoring and memorializing the historic achievements of Plainfield's young star, Dawood Hicks Jr. Whereas after graduating from Plainfield High School in 2011, Dawood Hicks Jr. attended Iowa Central Community College, known as one of the best junior college wrestling programs in the country. And whereas the passing of Dawood Hicks Jr. leaves our community with a deep feeling of sorrow for the loss of such a young and talented Plainfielder, especially in the lives of his family, countless friends, coaches, and teammates. Now therefore be it resolved that in recognition of his many historic accomplishments and in memory of the life of an unforgettably talented young man, this Plainfield governing body in the County of Union, State of New Jersey, hereby honors the life of its own Dawood Hicks Jr. And be it further resolved that a duly authenticated copy of this resolution, unanimously adopted by the governing body and attested by the Plainfield Municipal Clerk, be transmitted to the family of Dawood Hicks Jr. as adopted by the unanimous Municipal Council of the City of Plainfield this 9th day of December, 2013.
Okay, I hereby introduce resolution R. Oh, he's going to read that. Go ahead, sir.
This is a councilmanic resolution paying tribute to the life and legacy of Nelson Mandela. Whereas through his fierce dignity and unbending will to sacrifice his own freedom for the freedom of others, Nelson Mandela transformed South Africa and moved the entire world. And whereas his journey from a prisoner to a president embodied the promise that human beings and countries can change for the better, his commitment to transfer power and reconcile with those who jailed him set an example that all humanity should aspire to. And whereas, while we mourn his loss, we will forever honor the memory of Nelson Mandela, and his memory will be kept in the hearts of billions who have been lifted up by the power of his examples. Now therefore, be it resolved that the governing body, the City of Plainfield, County of Union, State of New Jersey, does hereby take this moment to pay tribute to the life and legacy of Nelson Mandela, a man who took history in his hands and bent the arc of the moral universe towards justice. And be it further resolved that we as a community must acknowledge that it now falls to us to carry forward the example Nelson Mandela set, to make decisions guided not by hate, but by love, to never discount the difference that one person can make, and to strive for a future that is worthy of his sacrifice. as adopted by the unanimous Municipal Council of the City of Plainfield this 9th day of December 2013.
Can you stand for a moment of silence for them both, please? Thank you.
Okay, I hereby introduce Resolution R411-13 and move for its adoption.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
I hereby introduce R412-13 and move for its adoption.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Madam President, that is the end of my role for 2013. And you have it now.
We now come to the general public comment segment of tonight's meeting. Any resident or taxpayer of Plainfield is welcome to comment on any governmental item or concern today. During the general public comment segment of the council meeting, citizens must clearly state their name and be addressed to the clerk.
Johnny Pritchard, 753 Arlington Avenue, Plainfield. First, I'd like to wish to all of you the very happiest of holiday seasons. Secondly, I have I request that the City Council come up with a resolution that'll support our military personnel as they defend our freedom. As Nelson Mandela had sacrificed his freedom for freedom and justice for all of the people, not only of South Africa, but also of the world, we could do the same thing to support our men and women who are protecting our freedom. Those who are Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, and Air Force. Because we have sons of our city are in the service. And during Vietnam, we lost 16 men who gave their lives in defense of our nation. And with your permission, ladies and gentlemen of the council, I'd like to sing. They loved us so. Every day in 100 ways they told us so. In honesty, in affection, they told us so. They loved us so. Every day in 100 ways they showed us so. With loyalty and bravery they showed us so. They were our defenders and they kept us free. They took an oath to guard us and fought for liberty. They loved us so, and we should know, for we love them so. Lastly, I'd like to address the subject of Muhlenberg Hospital. We need to reactivate Muhlenberg. I have here an article, IHA Hospital Economic Impact Reports, which I will submit to the City Council right now. Hospitals are community stays. They're the economic engine that runs the city. And we need a hospital that's second to none in every way. We need a hospital that's capable of mission. I hereby submit this article to the City Council's attention. Let's not commit medical apartheid by neglecting to reactivate Muhlenberg. The sooner we reactivate Muhlenberg, the better off we all will be. Now,
We need a hospital that's second to none. We need a hospital that's capable of mission. We need a hospital badly, and we need it now. The sooner the better. Give up on the Oldenburg? Oh, no. No. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. And we're not talking about head colds or ear aches. We're talking about many people's lives. The sooner we activate the Oldenburg, the better off we all will be. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, John. Every time.
We're going to get a wing in that.
That's a tough act to follow, but I do respect that. Just like to wish all the council members.
Have your name and address, please.
Oh, I apologize. Darryl Clark, 725 Garden Street, Plainfield. First and foremost, wishing everyone happy holidays here at the council and clerk and others. I come before the council this evening to request consideration and, if possible, even an approval for 2014 Plainfield Historic 5K walk-run. Attempted to get on the agenda fixing, but had some technical problems getting in. So we decided the committee to come forth and request your approval. The reason being for the urgency is we realize that this has become a somewhat iconic event in the eyes of the stakeholders here in Plainfield and even beyond. It's being recognized statewide. Before the walk run this year, New Jersey 12 News asked for an interview. After that interview, they've asked, because I had nothing but good things to say about our fair town, for another interview in January. I'd like to be able to give them a date for our 2014 event, because the object is to raise more funds. And with that, I think it will serve the community of Plainfield, because the object, of course, is to bring in more corporations to have interest in Plainfield. I'm very pleased to say, and I sent everyone a letter. I don't know if you all got it. I have copies that I'd like to, if I can, just in case someone didn't get it. But I sent that out in mid-November to all the council members, basically congratulating you for the support that you've given us over the last 3 years, because without your support we couldn't have done it. I'm just thrilled to be able to come forward on behalf of the committee and thank you for the support that you all have given to see the vision for the Plainfield Historic Walk Run. I think it bodes well for the community with the 5 pillars, which you've heard me talk about enough over the last 3 years of, first and foremost, unity and community engagement, and of course for the advocacy of our youth and our disadvantaged seniors, and also to showcase Plainfield for what it really is. I always talk about the rap that it gets sometimes undeservingly. And then, of course, to focus on health and wellness, which I know many, or most, or if not all of you, subscribe to. And then to raise funds for all of the above. So we'd like to continue that, but this year we want to really take it to another level with the attention that it's now garnering. Publications like Positive Community and many blogs and internet news sites are on board. As I said, most stakeholders. We have the partnership with the Board of Education. We also have the support of the clergy, Central Jersey Clergy Association. So everyone's ready to go, and we think we want to take it this year to another level. Last year we innovatively came up with themes. It was honoring our past and running towards the future, honoring the great Milt Campbell from Plainfield, considered by many as the greatest athlete to have ever lived. And so that went across real well. This year we want to celebrate our diversity as our theme. So we'd like to spread that far and wide. We'd like to start that, if possible, in December with a date that we could send out solicitations to potential corporate sponsors. We had many corporate sponsors last year when we started in the summer that said, Darryl, too late. And I know, as working in corporate America for many, many, many years, that budgets are set at the end of the year for the following year or the beginning of the year for that year. So we believe we can help get additional corporations interested in Plainfield if we can get our letters out in December and by early January at the latest, but we need a date. So I would ask for your consideration, if possible, approval for a date. We're looking at the second week of October, October 11th, potentially as the date that we would like to request you to support us there. Again, it's not Darryl or any of the other members on the community, and I can go on and on with all the stakeholders, many right in this courtroom, and many of you who are involved. It's really about Plainfield. I'm just so proud to say that this thing has really put Plainfield in a very, very positive light, in addition to the other things that are going on. So looking forward to working with the council even closer. Approached many of you, actually probably most of you, last year to ask if you would be involved this year. Didn't get a chance to make that happen because it was late, but would like to do that going forward, and looking forward to working with the new administration as well.
Thank you.
That was actually a request.
The date for October
11th.
Sounds good.
Is it possible that we could be?
Wait, it's our January meeting.
Yeah. To our first January agenda session.
Any more? Any more for privilege of the floor?
I don't want to be too late. I don't want to be too late. Good evening, everybody. Sorry I'm a little late, but I'm here. I have a few questions I'm concerned about. Since we're having such a problem with our finances here in the city, is there possible that we could have a committee or someone to look into them, see what's going on with our tax dollars? Do we have that? No answer period.
Is that all of your questions, Mrs. Williams?
Really, basically, because I want to know what's going on with our tax dollars. We want to know what's going on with our tax dollars. And I think we deserve an answer. I understand there was no money for the children, but that's been resolved. But I still want to know what's going on with our tax dollars. Can we get an explanation or a report? Or y'all over there whispering to each other what's going on? I don't understand. You know, you sit there and you look, you don't get answers, and we don't get answers. I come up here and ask questions, still don't get answers. What's going on? Yeah. Thank you.
Is that all of your questions?
Basically, right now, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I have
Can
permission first?
Yeah. Yes, you can. Yes.
In any event, I think the simplest way to explain it, obviously the question wasn't directed to me, but now that the council president has asked me to speak, there is a Citizens Budget Advisory Committee that is appointed by the council that oversees the budget process and is intimately involved with the review of the budget once it's presented from the administration to the council.
Okay. Well, since there's such a problem with our
Taylor Williams,
that's
right back and
forth. Back and forth. Okay. So that's your answer.
That's my answer.
Oh,
I think that's a pretty good answer.
I definitely understand.
And I'm going to stick to it.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Mr. Rispano's comment about a Citizens Advisory Budget Commission reminded me that as I looked through the list of boards and commissions in Plainfield, the word vacancy jumped out on every page several times. I would hope that the new administration would take steps to eliminate boards and commissions that are no longer relevant and to fill vacancies on boards and commissions that are. There is, for example, I think a Hispanic Affairs Advisory Commission, which I don't know if it was ever activated or not, but it has no members. There are a number of other such commissions and boards, and I would hope that either the vacancies on the possibly productive ones would be filled so that things could get done, and that the outdated ones would be eliminated as unneeded. It does not speak well for the city to have somebody go on the website and see all these vacant things, which tends to indicate to an outsider the total lack of citizen participation, which is not a good thing. Filling some of these vacancies would be a very, very good thing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Denise Pagley, 124 East 7th Street. Dottie's remarks remind me that in 2005, one of the earliest posts on Plain Talk, or one of our earliest projects, was to go through all the boards and commissions. And this is a very valid point that she brings up. There's defunct ones on there that are never going to be needed again. The Plainfield Redevelopment Agency is one. There's quite a few. And those that are important, currently the Plainfield Cable Television Advisory Board has no members, and yet Comcast franchise is coming up. So these are important things to the city, and for whatever reason the appointments are not being made, somebody has to, as they say, it's a new year, new administration. That should be a housekeeping task, if nothing else, to get these boards and commissions straightened out.
Thank you.
See no other permission come before the OSC Monday. Thank you.
Not it's the end of the year, looking for the new year. Correll Martin, 1201 East 1st Street, Plainfield, New Jersey. Good evening, Council President, Council, newly elected Mayor Matt. I'm looking forward to us working together as a community. I pray we have no more killings unnecessarily, and I'm looking forward to things being done in our parks and recreations. The Milt Campbell Park, I know that the bathrooms still have to be renovated, and I don't recall ever seeing a plaque there. Maybe we can get a plaque saying who Milt Campbell was. These circulars that are being tossed in the streets. Last weekend I was running up and down the street picking up paper that's flying all over. I think we should subscribe to that. We have to stop that, because it's just causing litter all through the streets. It's unnecessary. And I know someone said that you can call if you look on the back, but people don't know that. They're just tossing them in front of the vacant properties on the street. Maybe going forward we can have them go around and have people subscribe who wants those papers, and stop tossing them in the streets like that. And also, one last thing, the holiday decorations. Being it's the end of the year, are we getting new ones going forward?
Yes.
Yeah, because it doesn't look nice. Some are lit, some are not. I asked, is the tree lit?
Yes, they
It
did
is?
it Friday night.
Okay. And as a community, if maybe we could donate. People may have extra lights that we can all chip in and bring them if you need them. You know? Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Have a blessed holiday.
Honorary council members, for the last 28 years I've been involved. Forgive me. Roy Stongo, 100 Cromwell Court, Berkeley Heights, New Jersey. My office used to be in Park Avenue, 1015 Park Avenue here in Plainfield. For about 28 years I've been rebuilding houses in Plainfield. The last 15 years I had my offices here. I purchased property, I was encouraged to do so by Jocelyn Pringley on Leland Avenue. I purchased the property and intended to move my offices there I was unable to rebuild. However, because of the decision that the planning board made, however, the planning board has reconsidered and has gone along with the recommendations by the New Jersey DEP. It can be rebuilt, and the town is allowing it to be rebuilt. However, time's passed me by. A few years ago, the town council offered to purchase the property. I had spent over $300,000 on it. The offer was considerably less. I would like to know if the town council would reconsider the offer that they made a few years ago through Jacques Howard was the gentleman who presented it to me. Today I just left some auxiliary information that you can use in tandem with the letter that I sent each of you on November 6th. I just wanted to make the council aware that if the town was interested in it, I would accept that offer. What prompted me to do it, you've rezoned the area, so it's now a TOD end zone, the Netherwood. I had two people who wanted to buy it. However, because of the rezoning, they no longer qualified. One wanted to take it and make it into a garage where he could not pump gas, but work on cars. That doesn't qualify. The other gentleman doesn't qualify. Then a doctor came to me. He thought I owned all three properties. I only own the largest one. And he wanted to purchase it because he wanted to put an adult daycare center in. I thought that would be a wonderful use in that area. However, when I explained to him I only owned that one property, it didn't work. So then I called Reed Realty up to find out about the adjacent properties. And I found out that one of the adjacent properties, which they had been asking $350,000 for, they just dropped the price to $150,000. Why? Because the DEP determined that that was the source of the groundwater pollution in the Netherwood wells. So there's one property next to me, and I thought, if I put my property up for sale, it will be used in a small way. And I got thinking about the town. My wife and I talked about the town. You're trying to redevelop it. That means my time's up?
No.
Okay. You're trying to redevelop it. And I thought, in the long run, what would be the best use? I think if the town council was still interested in it, this is an opportunity to take that whole area and be able to really have something, a meaningful improvement. So I have given you the information. I never expected that anything would happen in 2013. However, I wanted to bring it before your attention and your consideration. And I hope that after the turn of the year, perhaps something can be done. And I look forward to working with you on it, if that is your wish. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Sir? Oh. I have two questions, actually.
Yes.
What year was it that the city made the offer, and how much was the offer?
I had a meeting with Eric Jackson and Jacques Howard. I guess it was in October. And Jacques reminded me that it was 130, and they would take care of, at that time, everything that was there, just take it. I can't tell you what year it was, because at the time, I think within, I would say, I don't think that far back. No, I would say within the last maybe 3-4 years. At the time, I did not respond because that was just difficult to take. However, there's no lottery. I mean, I thought for a while maybe real estate would come back. I don't have breathing tubes. So I thought, you know what, I will go along with that offer if the council wants it. But I would say perhaps within the last 3 or 4 years.
So 3 or 4 years ago, that was the offer. And properties that were worth 500,000 3 or 4 years ago are worth like 100 or 200,000 today.
No, actually,
You're suggesting that you would take the offer the council made 3 or 4 years ago.
the offer that was made, yeah, I would say it was probably around 2010.
Okay.
However, the property, by that time, the real estate market had dropped so significantly.
Any more questions from the council?
Forgive me, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No.
No, by the time I got the offer, the real estate market had dropped so terribly. And I recognized that the offer was, in my opinion, it was a stiff pill, but I don't think we're going to see for a number of years any significant increase in properties. Maybe that sounds negative. I'd like to think that it would be better, but I've come to the realization that that's the way it will probably be.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam President, seeing no one else come to the mic, I move that we close the public session.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carried. Before I read our sign and die declaration, I just wanted to say to everyone who came out on Saturday to celebrate the homegoing service of my little cousin, his father asked that I say to Assemblyman Green, Mayor-elect Matt, and all those who did come out on Saturday, that you, Reverend Brown, for opening up your doors, that he appreciated, and he felt like it really kind of helped a little, but he needs some closure. But he just wanted to let you guys know that he appreciated everything that you said, and he felt like it was heartfelt. Now I'd like to read, unless there is a special meeting called due to an urgent matter prior to December 31st, 2013, there will be no further business to come before this council, and therefore I declare the City Council for the 2013 year adjourned, sign and die, meaning the end of the council's business for 2013 year. Can I have a motion to close? So moved. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.